Phoenix here, recapping everything we've just seen on this Super Saturday. It's chilly here. It's chilly. It's chilly. We begin with the perfect spoiler. Where are you now, Arsenal fans? What did I tell you? You never listen. You never ever listen. Everything that I've said has come to fruition. Correct spoiler to begin the Super Saturday. Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. I love because they claim I have an agenda. They claim this and they claim that. Everything I've told you has come to fruition because ultimately the players that you needed the most, the positions that you needed the most to improve in the summer, you haven't. The fact of the matter is Martinelli and Trossard are still better left wingers than Eze because Eze is not a left winger. And as bad as Mikel Merino was in that first half, when Gyok came on for him, Fatty Gyok, Merino, even as bad as he is, I would have preferred to have kept Merino on the pitch because at least, maybe, you can get a goal, right? With Gyok, nothing. Zilch, nada. And this is all I've told you. This is all I've told you. But we're the best in the world. We're going to win the treble. Declan Rice Ballon d'Or. And anybody that hates, anybody that disagrees, agenda this, agenda that. Yeah, you're missing Gabriel, you're missing Saliba. Yeah, maybe if either of them were fit, both were fit, yeah, maybe you don't lose this game. But you have to be blind to keep claiming that you don't have attacking problems. You have big attacking problems. When Havertz comes back, he's probably going to claim the starting spot immediately again of Gyok. Heck, why should Gyok even start ahead of Merino? He should be behind Merino and behind Havertz when he comes back. And let me tell you something. I haven't seen Gabriel Jesus in a while. He could even be behind him. That's all I've been saying. That's all I've been saying. Full credit to Aston Villa. Yes, Aston Villa are in a title race with that win. The difference in attitude between the Villa players, especially the substitutes that came on. Buendia, he came on very late and he came on with the correct desire. Madueke comes on late. Trash. And that's all on Unai Emery. The job he has done is remarkable. To continue, okay, getting the best out of these players. Mats in bad first season, looking fantastic. Kamara on a free. Tielemans on a free. They played Arsenal's however much midfield that cost off the pitch. They were so much better. The only Arsenal player that I thought was good was Odegaard. I thought he looked sharp, and this is now the problem that let it all work out finds himself in. Can Odegaard, Eze, play together in midfield? Not with Declan Rice, they can't. Declan Rice can't hold his own as a number 6 with them two in front. That doesn't work. Then the ball can't get to them even to begin with. Zubi, Odegaard, Eze maybe in certain games, but also not in these type of games. So we began with a fantastic correct spoiler. Very happy with that one. Then immediately things went bad. Chelsea. It's always these guys. It's always these guys, man. I can't figure this club out for the life of me. So obviously Bournemouth are bad at the moment. I figured that out, and they started incredible in the first half. Bournemouth, they were better than Chelsea. I'm like, okay, let's see if Chelsea can pick up the pace. Delap gets injured, Guyu comes on, and as soon as Guyu came on, and obviously even if Delap stayed on the pitch, mind you, I don't think they would have scored. But that attack, I mean, I'm there waiting, staring, like, is something going to happen? Is anybody from the Chelsea team going to step up? And it's all pointless looking exceptional against Arsenal, looking exceptional against Barcelona. If you want to fight for the title, you got to win these games. And I declare Chelsea officially to be in a title race. And they haven't won in 2 games. And Chelsea fans will think it's deja vu and I get the blame. Yeah, I get the blame. You play like that and I get the blame. Garnacho, horrific. Guyu, disastrous. Palmer. We cannot speak about Palmer, because my. I don't care that it's his first start in however many games. This guy wasn't even trying. He lost every single 50-50 duel. Shocking. Embarrassing. To not beat a Bournemouth team that are struggling as much as... And it was obvious they were struggling. They completely ran out of gas second half. And Chelsea couldn't even put them under any kind of pressure. You couldn't even create any legitimate chance. Maresca and the board. Listen, blame Maresca, this and that. But when you're lining up with Liam Delap and Guyu, and you've got players like Panincelli, you've got players like Emega, you've got players like they're just waiting to come in. It baffles me. It baffles me how you can start the season with these guys, and then you have Osimhen, who was there waiting, Sesko, Gyok. And Gyok would have fitted Chelsea way more than Arsenal. There was not even an attempt from Chelsea. Not even an attempt. Shocking. Then there was another game we got wrong before we get to the City one. Full credit to Spurs, full credit to Thomas Frank. I honestly thought this would be the end. I really thought Brentford would go to Spurs, having rested players midweek, and that's, I think, what will please Spurs fans the most. You know, Brentford rested players against Arsenal, basically threw that game to some degree, in hopes of getting points here. And hey, they played bad. Congratulations to Spurs. We finally seen Xavi Simons arrive, and good performance as well from Archie Gray in midfield. Can Spurs build upon this? That's the $1 million question. I'm not convinced, but let's wait and see. The 3 points at home were the most important. So credit to Spurs. Then came the show at the Etihad, and this is again, it goes back to obviously Arsenal City debate. You ride MCFC and you're a City fan and this and that. This is what I've been trying to tell you guys. You tell me you watched that Manchester City attack, and you watched that Arsenal attack, and you're telling me it's comparable in any way. Yeah, Arsenal have the better defense, they maybe even have the better squad, but come on, that performance from City. I mean, Cherki, honestly, like that Rabona assist, and he could have had another one that Haaland had cleared off the line. Phil Foden. I try to calm people down. Okay, you're attacking Phil Foden. It's all well and good, but you do realize that, like, class is permanent, right? He's going to come back next year and he's going to make you eat your words, and that's exactly what happened. 2 goals from the 2 centre-backs, who also again came under scrutiny, and City can't win the league with this defense. Yeah, they were complacent in the last 2 games, but have you seen the record that City have with Gvardiol and Diaz when they start? I mean, it's exceptional. They don't usually concede many goals. That Fulham game was an anomaly. So, full credit to them, and Donnarumma as well. I thought, that one-on-one save, those are the difference. When you play for City as a keeper, you're not going to be forced into action too much, but when you are, you got to make sure you're ready. And of course, Gigio was ready. Then we shift to Italy, where the performance of the day, maybe even one of the performances of the season. I had Inter to win. I didn't have Inter to win in that fashion. Como headed into this game 12 undefeated. Hadn't conceded many goals. I told you, of course, I'm confident in Inter's attack because we have been, all the attackers have been scoring. But I had concerns elsewhere. Like right wing back has been a question. Luis Henrique starts this game. Fantastic. Provides the assist for Lautaro immediately. Çalhanoğlu and Barella. Finally, Barella especially, having a really good game. And the football that Inter played. Como, Fabregas tried to press high up the pitch. But the ability of Inter to get past the press was, remarkable. Easily the best performance we've had under Christian Kivu. It's Liverpool next, who will get on to soon. But I just want to say how happy I am with that performance, because especially in these type of games, and this is a big game, and people will claim so, but it's a big game. Of course it's a big game. Look at the way Como have been performing, even they themselves in their respective big games. Nobody has done this to Como. Nobody. They're not a team that lose heavily. They may lose games, but they don't lose heavily like this in competitive games. And Inter, of course, absolutely decimated them. And from this, I'm now looking at the Liverpool game with anticipation. And everybody, even the players that we thought were bust in the transfer window, Luis Enrique and the youth, seem to be integrated into the team. Zielinski, who I thought at one point was a given, he's done, he's gone, comes into the team under Kivu, playing exceptional. And the highlight for me is the third goal, the Çalhanoğlu goal. The pressing, we never seen that under Inzaghi. We had 4 players on one guy, 2-0, minute 81st. Minute 81st. Then proceed, Barella, lovely back heel, bang, 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 makes his way to Çalhanoğlu, bang, who scores another goal from outside the box. It's a joy to watch this type of football. And every Inter fan who thought cannot be replicated without Inzaghi, eat your heart out. That little snake in the grass was never the glue. Never. He was a bum, a coward. Next up come the final two matches, which... We'll begin with the Liverpool game. I gotta sympathize with these guys, and obviously I shouldn't, because I've been attacked so frequently, so often from this fan base over the last year, even despite me telling them that under Slot is never gonna work out. But my oh my, okay, first half, Liverpool don't look like they're gonna score. Where's the goal coming from? Leeds decide to gift Liverpool a goal. Ekitike does extremely well to finish. Gets a second immediately after a lovely pressing by Bradley, lovely press all together. And Ekitike again is at the right place at the right time. 2-0. Okay, 2-0 Liverpool. I mean, surely this is done, right? No. Because this moron, and there is no other word to describe that performance from Konate. 2-0, game over. Slight tackles when there is nothing that Gnotto could have done. Literally, there isn't, even if at worst, he puts the ball in the box. It's not like he's about to shoot. And this imbecile takes him out 2-1. Gives Leeds away back into the game. They capitalize. Liverpool very fragile mentally. And then, of course, after that, bang, 2-2. Then, Liverpool score a fantastic goal with all their midfielders involved. That dummy from McAllister, the finish by Soboslai, the driving by Gravenberch. Okay, done. Wrap it. You are defending champions, right? You haven't just all of a sudden forgotten how to win games. But that's the problem. Liverpool, they're doubting themselves. They're questioning everything. They're questioning their manager. The Liverpool fans, the players themselves, they realized last year was a fluke. It was a complete fluke. They realized they won because of a crazy Mo Salah and the help of the referees, not because of their manager. So everything that I told you has come to fruition, and even the players know that. And they begin questioning everything. And of course, Leeds equalize. Where do Liverpool go from here? You know my thoughts. Inter coming up. I can't see a way how this manager continues. But... obviously, I'm always usually way ahead. I don't know where the Liverpool board is with Arne Slot. I mean, Gakpo was terrible, played 83 minutes. Chiesa doesn't come on after despite saving his job midweek. I still would like to see Versim behind Ekitike and Isaac. I personally believe that's the way forward, but of course, it's not happening. I think a change in system needs to happen. I think a 3 at the back, even though you have limited centre-backs, needs to be tested because you're leaking too many goals and the full-backs not strong enough defensively. Put them wing-backs, put 3 centre-backs and let the front 3 shine. That's what I would do. But of course, as long as this manager is in charge, it seems like you're only going to play one formation. And things, of course, are getting from bad to worse for Liverpool because it's just come out now that Mo Salah... And listen, it's ratty behavior from Salah, okay? You know, he's come out with a few quotes, had a good relationship with the manager. All of a sudden, we don't have a relationship. I don't know why. I know. You've been terrible. Surely you earn your place back in the team, right? It's not acceptable to me, to be honest. I don't know why it happens to me. We throw Mo under the bus because he's the problem and he's thrown the prams out. And this is, of course, the big breaking quote. We will see what happens. In my head, I will enjoy the game even when I don't play. We will see what will happen. It's an Anfield. Say goodbye to the fans. Go to AFCON because I don't know what will happen when I'm there anyway. Hey, let me tell you something. The best thing for Liverpool is if it's a Ronaldo situation and they can get rid of him. But of course, he's on high wages. This is where Liverpool are lucky Saudi exists at the moment with the money that they have, because it could be the perfect getaway and Liverpool can pocket some money. But heck, Liverpool should be at a point where forget about the money. If you can get rid of Salah and offload those wages, he's past it. I mean, it's you know, father time is undefeated. Yeah, things can change very quickly in football. But obviously Salah's now, it's basically, you know, player power, right? He's trying to get Slot out, which this is now, as a Liverpool fan, if I were a Liverpool fan, I'd be in a dilemma because I think both Slot and Salah need to go. So if one goes, it's good. I think both need to go. So we'll see what happens. This is how the Premier League table, of course, looks like at the moment. City get it back to 2 points. All the Arsenal fans that were in my comments saying title over, where are you now? Villa, full credit to them, 30 plus points as well. Chelsea stuck. Everton with a big win. Liverpool remain where they are. And Spurs move up to 9th. In the Serie A table, it looks like this: Inter top of the league, and like I said, most convincing win that we've had this season. All the pressure on Napoli and Milan, who have to play Sunday and Monday respectively. Juventus also with Napoli versus Juventus tomorrow will be interesting to see what will happen. Then in La Liga was the final game where, oh my days, Athletics just scored. That's crazy. Live. Yeah, Atletico gonna be out here. They're gonna be out. Barcelona against Betis. Listen, I give credit to Barcelona. You know, I was adamant Betis plus 1.5. I was adamant Betis double chance. But there's a big question and a big asterisk in this game. First and foremost, Lamine Yamal is a number 10. I see the vision. I definitely see Yamal playing in this position in the future. Credit to Rooney Bardghji. I did not expect that performance from him. I thought when I seen the lineup, I was more confident in Betis. And they took the lead, and then Ferran Torres struck very, very quickly. And that's what Barcelona can do. They can score at will under Hansi Flick. It was 40-something goals already again this season. That's the thing with a Hansi Flick team. And all the Barca fans that cry about the high line, you wouldn't be able to score as many goals without the high line. But then comes the big talking point for me. Barca fans who came always 4-1, it was game over. This was one of the worst penalties I've seen that was given ever. It baffles me how VAR number 1 asked the referee to go have a look at it. And even more so the referee to determine how that is still a penalty. The still image only tells one thing. It hits off Bartra's body onto his hand. Again, a cynical part of me can't help but feel like there is corruption. I'm sorry, because that decision cannot be explained. Will that decision ever happen if it was against Barcelona or against Real Madrid? No. And it goes back to this with Barca fans. They like to claim they're the nice guys. They like to claim that it's them against the world. No, it's not. You cheat as much as Real Madrid. You can bring up the fact that Real Madrid have had more penalties. I would say most of the big decisions this season have gone more in favor of Barca than they have of Real Madrid, the debatable ones or the questionable ones. That's what I will say. But of course, Barcelona with that win go up to 40 points. Real Madrid 4 points behind, have to respond tomorrow. Atletico Madrid with this defeat. Just last week, we said they're back in the title race. It could be back-to-back defeats for them unless they can rescue something here away to Athletic. So we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, of course, we'll be recapping probably on Monday, I assume. Yeah, Monday we'll be recapping, or even Tuesday, actually. But then we have the Champions League spoilers. We'll see. To recap everything that happens in the Team of the Week and the Flops 11. Again, topsy-turvy day. Hopefully we can go perfect in the next couple of days. I'll catch you guys in the streams. Phoenix out.